All right, all right, all right. Hello, 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 hello. Hold on. I'm sorry. I should have did that before I came live. Hello, hello, hello. You are watching Put a Pin in It Conversations with Alisa, and my name is Alisa. Hey, hey, hey. I am so glad that you are here. Just take a time to just say hello so I can say hello to you. Hello, Benjamin. How are you? Benjamin, the God chaser. Hallelujah. All right. He said, love the background. Thank you. Just a little something I put together. We praise God and we thank Him. All right. So tonight we are going to stand on business. That's what we've been hearing all weekend, right? I stand on this. I stand on business. Ain't that what King said? We're going to talk about him tonight. We're going to talk about Coach Prime. We're going to talk about Angel Reese. We're going to talk about Diddy and Cassie. And then I'm going to leave and go and watch sports like I always do and go do my prize picks like I always do. All right. And I'm in the midst of finishing, in the midst of trying to defend my dissertation. So y'all give me a hand for that. Within the next 2 weeks, I can officially call myself Dr. Elect Done. Because I'll just be doing my research and everything like that. But all of that will be out of the way. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to go ahead and get started. First up, we're going to talk about my man, Coach Prime. Let us have a moment of silence. Amen. All right. A lot of people that follow me, they get annoyed because they feel like that I 1 minute I'm saying one thing, the next minute I'm saying another thing. I am not against anything that Coach Prime has done concerning Colorado. I believe that 4-8 is better than 1-11. I believe that. But this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about his son, Shadur, found out that he had like a a back fracture or something like that. You know why? Because he was getting beat up. Okay. That boy took a beating for his daddy. And I just watched everybody. I put on my page, somebody was like, well, because I put something on my page saying that, okay, let's disassemble the bandwagon and we're gonna have a committal service for Colorado. And somebody was like, well, you know what, you was on the bandwagon. No, I was never a fan because Oregon is my team, but I was commending the culture and the stuff that he was doing. He was bringing awareness to our black boys. Okay. But then to me, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, because I can stand to know if I'm wrong. Something switched. It went from the culture to something else. And everybody seemed like they wanted to be a part of this movement that eventually came to a screeching halt, right? And we saw the look on Coach Prime's face. He looked like he's not used to losing. You can tell that he's not used to losing. He don't like he when he's winning, he's winning, but when he's losing, I don't remember one time him saying that, you know what, it's my fault. He kept blaming, he talked about he was gonna get rid of the O line, talked about he was gonna do this and talking about he was gonna do that. I didn't like that. So I hope that this humble pie that was served to him this year will cause him to do something different next year. I think a lot of the rah rah and a lot of the talking made those boys targets. And when they played somebody, they wanted to beat them down. When if they would have came in there like meek and humble lambs, they probably wouldn't have had this problem, because you have to understand these kids that he had came from HBCUs. Those kids are not as big as those guys that's in the SEC, that's in the Pac-12, the Big 12. They're not as big as those guys. And you saw that how Shador was getting his tail beat out there. All right. And Hunter, he was getting his tail beat too. But we're not saying that he didn't do a good job. I'm not saying that. I am saying that next year, I just hope, because now everybody's decommitting. They don't want to go to Colorado now. They want to go where they was planning on going before. So I just hope that he understands that he got to take another route. And I hope that his guys didn't I hope that they didn't reap that because of him. All right. All right, next we're gonna talk about um Angel Reese. We talked about this the last time I was live. Because her mom and her dad, not mom and dad, both of the moms, Angel Reese's mom, Flage's mom, they was beefing on social media. And it kind of came out that Angel Reese had a low GPA. We don't know for sure, but that's what the rumor has it. And that's why she cannot play right now. Um I believe it's something else. Because I don't foresee these other kids that's playing. I believe that she and Moki got into it, and Moki's trying to make her know, hey, I'm the coach and you are you are the player. That's what I feel that has happened. We don't know for sure. I just looked at Moki's, body language. She's like she's gonna be fine. We just wait and see, and all these things. Or it could be her GPA. Who knows? But you are a student first and an athlete second. So we're gonna continue watching. We're gonna put a pin in this situation. What's up, RJ? How you doing? That's my guy, y'all. Nobody that I talk to that are males know anything about sports. And therefore, I'm up here by myself talking about these things. Okay, so Angel Reese, I think it's unfortunate that she had a great year last year. Um, Me personally, I don't think that she is a basketball star, but I think she is a someone that has the look, and she has the she has the rah rah about her that people would gravitate to in this day and age. But the basketball star is Caitlin Clark. And I know y'all hate that because Caitlin is white as snow. But that girl is good. I'm good. You winging it. You trying to get me. No, I'm not trying to get no ESPN spot. Never. I just like talking about sports. Praise the Lord, Raleigh, Tremaine Rush. Praise him. Yes, Angel Reese has personality. Caitlin Clark, she just plays ball. So whatever, and she loves the game. So whatever she do, she ain't really got, but Angel Reese brings all the theatrics. She would be a Pentecostal preacher, and Caitlin Clark would be a Presbyterian preacher. That's how that goes. Okay. More people gonna flock to the Pentecostal. Caitlin is tragic on the court. She can be a little bully at times. She can, but it's not as televised as Angel Reese. All right, here we go. Diddy and Cassie. Lord have mercy. Now we talked about this a little bit because we was all shocked. We could not, I know me, I could not believe that these allegations came out on Diddy, right? But then when they came out and it was so like, ugh, it was very detailed, and she was naming names. She was doing all. So a lot of people were saying, this was a money grab, because I wish they would look. So this is Cassie and Diddy. Their case blew up really big. And when it came out, people were saying this was a money grab. I do not believe it was a money grab because a law came out in New York saying that those that have passed the statute of limitations for whatever case that they wanted to file, they had this X amount of time to do so. Well, Cassie did so, and she did it 35 pages worth. She did 35 pages worth of, like my cousin say, blue on air wasn't a money grab at all. It was very calculated. I believe it. I don't think it was. She went low and hit hard. Yes. She paved the way for anybody that was connected to Diddy or anybody back in those days to come forward and get what they need. And I'm not even talking about just money. I'm talking about justice. Can you imagine all of those years knowing that this man did this to you and you couldn't say nothing about it? Can you imagine it? Or you were scared to say something about it because you thought that something was going to happen to you, right? And also with her exposing this, Diddy can't touch her because if something happens to her, they're going to go straight to him. And he knows that. So she protected herself. She protected her family. She protected, whatever, and she protected her livelihood for the rest of her life. All that stuff that she detailed in that thing, she deserved every penny that she was given. And we don't even know how much it was, but we know that he settled in how many hours? 24. Did it say So, like I said last time, I believe Cassie's case is the forerunner of all of these people you see pictured here. I believe that Kim Porter, that is going to come out. I believe that the big, because 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 the big This is what I have posed this so many times. Y'all, with all of the technology that we have today, right? Why do we not know for sure who is involved with Diggy and Tupac's murder? Why? And it's got the same feeling on it as Takeoff's murder. We are in 2022. You mean to tell me, with all of the cameras that was around, all the people that was filming, and all of that, nobody can really say for sure who killed Takeoff? You know why? You know what I believe is happening? All of the cops and everybody that was during those days, because you know they were dirty. All the cops during that time are probably no more. So now you got new people in town that's like, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Okay, so I know right now Diddy is scared for his life. Well, I don't think he's scared for his life, but he's trying to figure out how he can get this together. Because look what's happening to him. He stepped down from Revolt, and he stepped down from part. Well, these people discontinued their partnership with him. Capital Predatory Schools. They don't want him to be a part of their stuff no more. Revolt don't want him. So this is money. Okay? And a lot of people were saying, you know, he's a billionaire, it don't matter and all this kind of stuff. But look, it ain't even about that. It's about your reputation. And then I'm looking at Young Miami too, the girl that they always popping her mouth and all that kind of stuff like that. She ain't said a word about this. She ain't said nothing, not even about this. She ain't said nothing about Diddy. She has been so silent. She has been so silent. Right. RJ said it's been covered up for years. Hush money is real. Blue said she ain't called us broke enough. Exactly. She has stayed clear. Matter of fact, the first time she popped out with her children at a game. Young Miami said, don't put me in this. Amber said, because she's going through the abuse too. Now, this is what I think. I think she is. And now she can't hide it. If now people are gonna really, really, really be zoning in on her and Diddy. So now, it's not giggly time no more. She ain't said nothing. She's been real humble. Exactly. She has not said a thing. All right. So next, I want to talk about what happened over the weekend. Okay, I want to talk about T.I. and Tiny. Y'all already know who they are. Okay, T.I. and Tiny and their son, King. Now, I have watched, I don't know if you have watched it. You may need to go back and watch it. I watched The Family Hustle from the time they started until the time they got booted off because of their allegations. Okay. They settled those allegations and everything has been, on the up and up for them right now. But I want y'all to, I hope it'll play. First, I'm going to talk about this was King on the show, because you got to understand what was going on here with this young fella. I hope
I'm making a name for myself. You gonna make a name for yourself. You gonna make a name. Let him do what he doing. Don't try to stop him.
Quit babying him. Let him go through it. There's a certain structure and discipline that comes with school that King definitely needs. That's part of the journey. You can't do it for him. His mama can't do it for him. His mama can't do it for him. Neither can I.
I don't think Tip realizes that King is really serious about creating music.
I mean, we want all our kids to get out there and do what they do. But as a parent, you're torn because you want to make sure they keep their ass in school and get good grades. I'm fighting for what I want, and I'm trying to get it.
Keep fighting, young man. Keep fighting. Ain't gonna do nothing but make a man out you.
Don't cry.
What is you still trying to coddle him for? Let the man walk off, have some time to himself, sit down, soak it up, and come up with what he need to do.
Sorry, y'all. I was talking and I was muted. But if you haven't watched the show, this is T.I. and Tiny, and he was talking about King having bad grades in school. Okay. But King wanted to pursue his rap career. So that's why he was saying he want to make a name for himself and all these things like that. So what happened was I watched this show, okay? Tiny went behind T.I.'s back and they snuck to Tennessee and let him have the show anyway. And T.I. was calling them, hey, where y'all at? And she was like, man, whatever, whatever. So what I noticed was the women of this family really coddles King, right? And now it's backfiring in their face. I want y'all to see what happened over the weekend. Let me get it for you.
Have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So, man, go.
Or in your
I
ear.
don't know what you're talking
I
about.
got in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando and man my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said it, he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, Tip used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You can hold your breath and no tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready?
What was the reason?
Because he can suck and pacify over there till he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify till he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
You cried like a baby. Hold your breath.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't going to tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding
Sugarcoat it. He capping. He capping. Hey. He know I stand on business. He know that. Ain't no nigga ever pulled my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
I don't feel like you stand on business.
Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see.
Hey, man,
I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like, you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, ain't got too much to drink. Done drunk too much. Drunk too much. Let's go. Get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other like this being sick. Just being sick. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You up here flagging. You're capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. You capping. I know. I know you. You capping. I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you.
ain't no mystery about here.
I know you though. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. embarrassing yourself.
Get off me.
You are embarrassing
Get off me.
yourself.
Get off me.
You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, get off me.
Man, what is you
Man,
talking
get
about?
off me. Like, what the fuck?
Bruh,
Man, get off me.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
All right, as we can see, T.I. stood on business. I don't know what was it. First of all, let me paint this picture for y'all. Last Saturday was like a homecoming game for the Falcons. Okay, they celebrated hip hop, and everybody in Atlanta is a hip hop artist. Everybody was there. Ludacris, Quavo, um, Ti, everybody was there that you can think of that were big names and R&B. Everybody was there. Okay. They were in their suite, and he talking about he grew up in the hood. First of all, we watched y'all on TV for years, and they showed Meemaw's house. That's what y'all call a Mama or Meemaw. We seen her house. Her house is not in the hood, King. So I understand, because my kids did the same thing. My kids have never been in the hood, right? One year, I was driving Zaria, her friend, and Zoe was in the back seat. Zaria's friend was in the back seat with Zoe. We was driving to take her friend home, and her friend said, "Zaria, you remember you was telling me that you went to you was in juvie?" I said, "Juvie?" I looked at Zaria. I said, and she was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, no, 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 no." I said, "Excuse me. Zaria has never been to juvie. I don't know why she told you. My daughter has never been in juvenile detention. What are you talking about?" So something about kids that don't have it hard, because of how it's portrayed on TV, because of the music and everything, Kingdom around, a lot of rap music. But his dad is not even in the trap like he was before King was born. So they don't even display none of that. Of course, they may drink and smoke it. Who don't around it? They drink and smoke and stuff around there, have parties and stuff like that. But they are not trapping. Okay? T.I. don't even rap about that no more. This man went from that to you can have whatever you like. He went. So I don't understand what King. I mean, I understand what he's trying to do, and I know King has been beat up a lot of times at school because of his mouth. That so much so that he started taking boxing lessons and all that kind of stuff like that. But and he probably got picked on because he's a unique looking child. The picture that I'm gonna put out tonight on my social media, don't get me too hard, but I laughed till I cried when I saw this picture. And I'm going to share it. He looks unique. Okay. I'm not saying he has a face only his mother can love, because he looked just like his mom. But RJ said the media has made young people think that there is credibility in toxic environments their families have evolved from. Right. So, like Blue on Air said, she said, it's crazy for you to say to your parents, I stand on business. Standing on business means you're going to take somebody out. Right? That's what that means. And I don't understand why he feel like that he can come up against his daddy like that, knowing his daddy was really in the trap. And this right here too, look. That pacify until you're 12 will do it. Now, I'm not going to say that how this altercation happened, it could not have happened, because they did gaslight King. Now, I'm not going to say. Now, if you telling the world that if you're telling the world that I sucked my pacifier until I was 12, I probably get upset too, right? But my thing is, I don't understand why he feel like he can book up to his parents like that. Can y'all hear me? Because Alfreda said that did the live freeze. Am I frozen? Yes, all sides was wrong. I can see where all sides was wrong. But I also know that they are a family that John on each other. They are a family that they pick on each other. They, I come from a family like that too, but not as bad as they do it. But my thing is, King was live. So you know that you're live. Why are you even trying to go this way? It wasn't their live, it was his live. Right? He went live trying to expose his parents in the suite, in a $15,000 suite. You trying that your parents have that they're letting you be a part of, and you going live trying to expose them. Now that I have a problem with. So my thing is, which I know Tiny is not going to do it, but T.I. probably would. I would snatch everything from him. Because you don't understand all the stuff that we've been through to help you be what you are today. You're essing on it. And so my thing is, I know you saw the altercation that I had with my daughter. We've been good ever since. I don't understand what kids feel like when parents get ready to beat your tail. We get all the powers of our ancestors and we knock you to another world. Because there is no way I'm going to let something that came out of me beat me. There's no way. When me and my daughter play basketball, I can let anybody else beat me, but I would never let her beat me. You know why? Because they do like King do. They act like that they got something over me now. And so now you gonna try. That's what happens. We get all the strength to beat you down. Cause I don't, who gets in a mood to Lisa sounds like some spoiled child and a child with mental health issues. Oh, I don't know if she's talking about me or who. But I'm just saying it is too much to watch because I've been watching them since they came on air. And King has always been the one. She cleared it up. She said King. King has always been the one that bucked up against authority. But Tiny and her mother and Zonique, his sister, all of them have always coddled King. And now that he's a man, he feels like he's entitled to buck up at T.I. I don't understand why. And I think it's because they wouldn't let T.I. handle him like he wanted to. And that's why that somebody pulled that clip up, because he was trying to tell them then, leave that man alone. Stop coddling him. I don't know if y'all watched what is it? Major Payne. He said, pop the titty out the mouth and stop babying him. Oh God. But that's what we need to do. Okay. I know because they were in public, and then after that, he went live and talking about playing some type of song, and then today talking about he'll do an interview with somebody if they pay $10,000 to do an interview. Don't nobody want to do an interview with you, King. If anybody, we want to do an interview with your daddy and your mama, don't nobody want to hear what a spoiled brat got to say. Because that's all it is. Y'all was joking with each other, and then it got serious. And that's why I tell all them students at my school, do not joke in a harmful way, talking about people's mama and all these kind of things like that. And then after a while, somebody gonna get serious, and you can't take it back. So don't say words that you don't mean. And that's what was happening in their exchange. They probably was drinking, and they always pick on King anyway. So it got too much. It got too much. And T.I. had to put him in his place. He's trying to imitate what he's seen. But that's what I'm trying to say. He needs to close his mouth, literally. But see, RJ, you don't understand what he's seen. He has not seen. When King was born, T.I. was in jail, yes. But when he got out, King was that's when they started the family hustle. King was probably around about, I want to say 4 or 5 years old. He ain't seen nothing. T.I. has been a good politician ever since he got out. That man, he may have had his orgy parties and stuff like that, but he has not been trapping since he got out of prison. So what is King talking about? He saw. Now Damani and his older kids, maybe, yeah. But they was living with their mama. He ain't seen nothing. That is what they're trying to say. Like, what are you talking? Ever since King was born, they always had money. So what are you talking about? And we that have followed the family hustle and T.I. Tiny and friends, it was the same thing. I do understand kids don't know how their parents have evolved. T.I.'s calmed down, but his home trap language is still an influence. Okay. His home trap language. Now, have you watched one of T.I.'s lives? He don't talk like that no more. You have to literally get a dictionary to follow T.I. these days. The man has turned over a new leaf, y'all. And I don't believe that his kids saw him, not those two, the other ones have. But those two little ones, because look at Major. Why Major is not like that? They're almost the same age. Why Eris is not like that? And she's the baby. Okay? So I don't understand it. My mom was short, but she used to say, "I'll climb up and knock you down." My dad was 6 feet tall, so all he had to do was give you the look with 6 children. We rarely got whoopings because we knew to shut up. Right. So all this boils down to is, I believe King may have had friends that ran the street. Now I don't doubt that, because you can get into a lot of stuff in Atlanta. I don't doubt that. He's gotten himself into some trouble before. But I don't think that I can put that on T.I. and Tiny. I don't think I can, because they've been. I just. T.I. haven't taught trap since the movie Takers. It was the suit. I didn't come up like King, but I do understand now the father part of checking your child. Big up. Yes, I'm glad T.I. showed him that you running your mouth, but you can't do nothing with me. That's what he was telling him. You can't do nothing with me. I just want you to know that, right? You can't do nothing with me. So he was the next live he was on, he was in his car driving home. He said, "You are embarrassing yourself and the family." Oh God, it's funny. But anyway, we I thank y'all for staying. Man, y'all stayed on here tonight. Next Tuesday, we're gonna do it big. Last Friday, we went live. We had our annual first annual game show that we're gonna do. Virtual game live night. We did that on last Friday. So every Friday after Thanksgiving, we're going to have virtual game night. And you win prizes. I gave away some money last week. Yeah, if you got some money, say I got mine. But it was for me to appreciate everyone that comes on and stays with me. You guys, you don't know how much this means to me because when I first started doing this, it's hard. It's hard to do because you don't know if people gonna what they're gonna say during your live and all that kind of stuff like that. You have to just weather through it, right? But I thank y'all for rocking with me. Next Tuesday, all right, we're gonna be back. Hopefully, some stuff happened that is very interesting. And we'll talk about it. But if not, we're gonna put a pin in this Diddy case because I think Diddy, hmm, I don't know. Oh no, Diddy about to something about to happen. I feel a change coming. Diddy about to go down, y'all. I hate to say it, but he about to go. I don't know. And I think his friend, I don't know. I don't know. But we gonna watch. I hope Jay-Z name don't get thrown in there, but we gonna watch. We watching. All right. All right. I love y'all. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.